get you on this show, talk about your dreams, aspirations, goals, whatever you want to discuss that's going to help somebody get better. For tuning in to the Unlimited Power Show. If you're tuning in here from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, I want to congratulate you because you get to meet some amazing people here on my show today. I'm not going to introduce them, but I'm going to tell you what their names are. I have Leroy here and Alicia, and Leroy is the personal trainer and founder of his own company called Global Fit, and Leroy and Alicia are business partners. Alicia is a makeup artist. Luxurious makeup artist, as you can see here. She's slaying. So we're gonna start off the show off with one note. Like, what's bringing you guys here today? I know you guys here to take care of business, but why is it that you're taking care of business so urgently and so like professionally as young entrepreneurs? Like, what's your why behind all of this? We're not even gonna get straight down to like who you are yet, but what's your why? Like, why are you here?
Do you want to start?
Start.
All right. So, like he said, I'm a luxury makeup artist. I do a lot of bridal makeup and things for print and things like that. And Leroy, he's an amazing trainer. He's really, really good at what he does. And with working with my bridal clients, I found that there's like such a void in the marketplace right now for experienced makeup artists and personal trainers. And I just thought, like, man, you know, brides have so much on their back to find multiple vendors to get them down the aisle looking exactly how they want to look. Right. You know, as fit as they want to look, their skin most beautiful, their makeup and hair done perfectly. You know, they have to sift through a lot of things. And I'm like, why not bring it to one place? And this is where him and I kind of created what we're going to talk about right now, Dream Bride.
And body transformation.
There we go. Beauty and body transformation.
So this is a new company. This is a new venture.
Yeah,
brand new program for brides.
2017.
Yep.
27. I like it. It's always great to come together, and I think it gives you a cutting edge, you know, on the market. Is like I would say, like really partnering up is in those two sectors. That was a great idea. I've had that idea actually. I just never followed through. What you guys did, so I'm very proud of you. So come on, Leroy, so what's going on with you?
Yeah, when she called and told me the idea of this company, I jumped right on board because not only we're gonna help future, you know, bride and groom, you know, get together like beauty-wise and body transformation-wise, we're gonna get them together like mentally also, right. You know, and emotionally.
Exactly.
Because, you know, they're gonna be working together to get a goal. Like the wife want to, you know, lose weight to fit in a dress, and also the guy want to also be in shape for his wife, or if they already have kids, you know, they start a new phase in their life. And working out together, that's also good on their part. They're doing something. It's not easy, you know, to go to the gym and get in shape and stuff. So both of them working together and accomplishing that goal is also a plus. That will let them know that they could work together, you know, as a couple, and get stuff done. So.
I think that's actually very good because exercise gets a different side out of you, right? Yeah. Like when you're sweating and tired, like some emotions start to be expressed.
Exactly. And it's fun. It will be fun for both of them.
Well. That's
They're gonna challenge each other, you know. Like who's strong, you know, in a fun way, you know.
Right.
I think that's a healthy way to start a relationship because the longevity of a relationship is gonna be due to health as well, right? So if you're not healthy if you end up having kids or whatever, what happens then? Are you gonna be able to play around with them? I think once you're able to start on a healthy aspect, that will carry on throughout the
Of course.
Exactly. So I think it's like a great way to really start that journey together, especially because what Leroy was pointing out is that, you know, couples going to accomplish a goal together is going to keep them tied. Sometimes people are like, man, I tried to work out with my boyfriend, or I tried to work out with my girlfriend, and they don't get along, but they have us too to push them and to help them to work together to accomplish the goal. You know, Leroy is going to be with them every step of the way while they're doing the personal training, and he's going to pick up on what needs to be worked on, how they communicate, and all of those things to help them move forward. And then once they do create those healthy habits in not only their marriage, but in their health, that's going to pass over from their generation to the next. So it's not something that we're just doing for right now. It's going to carry over.
That's awesome. And that's beautiful. And actually, while you guys are talking about this, I just came up with a great idea. How are you guys planning on documenting this and incorporating this into the actual wedding? Because the process of getting ready for the wedding could be something that they can incorporate at the wedding. Like before we got married, we was working out. So like, for me, I'm a big video guy. In fact, I'm really focusing on creating memories through my business, right? So how can I track the progress through videos? And because what that does is it gives you a point where you could refer back to. So let's say 5 years from now, they go back, they're just like unhealthy. They're like, remember that video on our wedding night when we was working out together? So I think if you incorporate that media aspect, it would be definitely a great thing for them to have. So I think that's definitely be a great addition. So besides your craft, besides the new movement you guys have going on, why don't you tell us a little bit more personal things about yourself? Where did you grow up, Leroy? And your upbringing, what made you become a personal trainer?
All right, I was originally born in Jamaica, and I was growing up with my father. He was a police officer. My mom came to America. I haven't seen my mom since I was like 4 at the time. And I came to Florida when I was 10, and I just stayed with her. And, you know, I grew up, you know, in a hard life, I would say. And, you know, my mom was the type of mom that kept me in the house, you know. So what happened when you're a young child, stay in the house, you play video games and eat. Right. So I ended up gaining a lot of weight. In Jamaica, I was playing sports, as I said, when I came to America, you know. I had stopped.
That curry, man.
Yeah, and that, yeah, she cooked every day. You know, island people, you know, they cook every day, oxtail, curry chicken. And, you know, so I was drinking a lot of juice, so I gained a lot of weight. And I was obese, you know, I was almost 300 pounds at the age of 13, you know. And I went to high school, started playing football. Within a year, I lost the weight. I became like swole. People thought I was taking steroids or something, but I wasn't. So when I lost the weight, I also had friends, they used to ask me, oh, what are you gonna do with your life when you go to college? My friends used to say, you should be a trainer, man. You love working out. You lost the weight. And I tried that. I just started training people for free. And I fell in love with it because I started seeing results and I know what I was doing. And I like the fact where even till this day, I have my former client, Kathy. She's 65 now. And I helped her lost like 14 pounds. She was like 62 when I was training her. And she like sent me cards now on the blue, said thank you because, you know, I'm still working out even not with me. And that warmed my heart, you know. Like, it's a profession where people will always remember you. Exactly. You know, because you saved their life. Pretty much you basically saved their life, you know. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, you know, help people mentally, physically, you know. So that's why I choose to be that person.
It's awesome, man. I feel the same way. It's a big thing to really see that. I've seen people's lifestyles change. I've seen their demeanor change because of it. It's not that there wasn't there before. It's like you're already there. You're already great. But it's just a matter of releasing that. And I think when you release the weight, you release a lot of greatness along with that weight, you know? So Alicia, we was on the podcast the other day. And if you didn't check out this podcast, you have to. It's going to be on iTunes soon. But anyways, you was giving us some great tips, you know, a lot of things. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your past and what made you become, you know, a makeup artist in that industry?
Okay, so I can't really say similar, actually opposite of Leroy. I grew up in New York. I was always very slim. And I'm still slim to this day, you know, but I actually had the opposite struggle because it was very difficult for me to gain weight. I was like a stick, you know. But I've always had a love for nutrition and a love for beauty. I just have a very artsy kind of mind and an artsy hand. Right. So it took me a long time to really give into the craft because, you know, a lot of people think, oh, being a makeup artist is not a legitimate career. You know, and I was one of those people who thought that. So, right. You know, I entered the workforce in marketing and communications, but it wasn't my passion. It was not my passion. It was really helping people and letting my creative side, you know, fuel me and keep me going. And I know that I just have a really creative mind and I can actually help. I have a heart to help people. So when I actually started doing makeup artistry and working with brides, you know, I just felt so filled to the point where it was just like, man, you know, these women are trusting me on the single important day of their life. That's a big deal.
Right.
So I created my career around that. How can I give my bride more value for spending time with me? How can I help her? And then where the skincare piece came in for me, you know, like I said, I was always really fascinated by how nutrition can shape your body, not just shape it as far as physique, but shape it as far as nutrition, healthiness. And I really realized that, you know, putting the right things inside your body actually cater to your skin as well.
Right.
So if you want to eat the right things, and I mentioned on your podcast.
What are some of those right things? Because a lot of people watching now really want to know.
Right.
Now they just spit them out.
Spit them out. I'm going to give you guys a little taste of kind of the things that I share with my clients. But of course, everybody knows drinking a lot of water is good for you. So definitely hydration, because hydration is good for your skin, but it's also good for your muscles when you're working out. And as far as your skin, you want your skin to be glowing and just clear. Some fruits actually help with that. So those yellow-based fruits like mangoes, pineapples, bananas, they have certain, they're not ingredients, but certain aspects of those fruits actually help your skin. They rejuvenate your skin, they help it to glow, they clear it, and things of that nature. And then I found that using certain natural products also help, you know, because I try to eliminate putting in your body so many chemicals and putting on your body so many chemicals, because that's not really how we were made and how we were designed. Right. Everything that we need, we essentially have on Earth, you know? So, I mean, sometimes people have like cystic acne and things like that, where there actually are healthy products to help you to get rid of that stuff as well. Right. So it's just a lot of things that we go into, and it's, we would be here forever if I really went into everything. But just that main tip, I was telling him before that I usually do a shake in the morning that has greens in it, kale, spinach, and some of the yellow fruits, peaches, pineapples, and mangoes. And literally me doing that in the morning for a week, the next week you can see a difference in my skin. It was just healthier, it was glowing, and I'm like, it just works.
I was actually just reading up carrots. Like if you're very pale and you eat carrots, aside from all the other benefits that it's good for your eyes and has a lot of other good things, it actually add a yellowish tone into your skin, which kind of makes you glow a little bit, I would say. So that's very interesting things to hear. You know, it's not about how much money you have in your pocket, but how much information you have in your mind at the end of the day. And sometimes that information could save you a lot of money on the cosmetic products out there that you could, you know, and it solves a lot of issues there. It goes with what Leroy does and what I do. So if it all goes back down to nutrition, and you know, then it's all that we have to do is change our perception, which goes down to the mind. Right. And as we speak about the mind, what drives you guys to do all of this? And I saw when you both was talking, you was talking more outside yourself, more what do I want to create and how do I want to help people? So what really drives you to do this?
What drives me is like life, man. Like I want to have a steady life. When I do have a wife and kids, I want to make sure they're all right. I'm not worried about me right now. I'm at the age where I already had my fun, you know. So now I'm thinking about future, like family. I want to make sure, you know, my kids are fine, my wife is all right. You know, that's what drives me now. And my little brother, you know. So that's what drives me. I'm not being selfish anymore.
How about you? What drives you?
Definitely one of those aspects of creating the kind of life that you want to have. Like I told you, I have a heart to help people. That's what fuels me. That's what I feel like I was kind of put on this earth to do, but in a different way than anybody else, you know, or something typical or something that you can find in an office. I just feel like I want to design my life kind of the way I want it, and not kind of, you know, working for somebody who tells me what to do, but I can create my own schedule. But it's really less about that and more about what am I doing to contribute to others, you know? Right. What am I doing to use my God-given gifts to help somebody else, you know? So that's really what really drives me, what influences me. I'm, you know, people think I'm a fake person because I'm so nice. because I'm so good. And Leroy can tell you, like, you know, I go above and beyond for people, but just because that's just within me to do.
Right.
Maybe it's Jesus. It's probably
I do
Jesus.
it too.
Yeah.
You know? And one more thing to that, I don't know if you guys know the song, the Michael Jackson song, You Are the World, or We Are the World.
Yeah.
That song motivated me. Like, I want to do something like for my hometown, Jamaica. I want to like build apartments for like kids and families that live in like in the mountains, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so every time I hear that song, it does make me think of doing something like that and have like, you know, the kids that I help and people that I help sing that song for me, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the micro and macro dreams. It's like, just for me and all of us here, this is our starting point. And a lot of my audience and people who watch this are probably very young. And this is a starting point of something greater. You know, like you have a micro view of, okay, I'm gonna help people here with their physical bodies. You have a micro view, I'm gonna help people, you know, with like their self-esteem and how they look, make that important day the best day of their lives. But the macro aspect is limitless, like as far as like what you can really do. Like, I don't know, like one of these days I'm gonna be buying you natural skincare products for my wife. You know what I mean? So, and I don't, like, you're gonna create something big. You know, it's gonna be a movement. So like for me too, this is my starting point in my life where I'm just like, what can I do now with the resources that I have and the knowledge that I have in my head? You know what I mean? And then like you just focus on those resources and you get better. And as you yearn to just accomplish that task, eventually you start to just like pick up on things. I pick up things every day, and what makes me like open to greatness is that I'm open to ideas. Yesterday somebody came in here and told me something I already knew. Every time somebody tells me something I already know, I take action, because I've been telling it myself that, but I just need, when somebody else tells me it, I'm like, there it goes. You know what I mean? So it's the idea of how much greater can you get, and it's a bigger vision. So I really like that. How would you like, what would you say to somebody watching here, have an idea, have a business, or just like trying to, you know, get right with their fitness, mind, and, you know, nutrition? What would you say, one thing you would tell them to urge them to start? What, like a piece of advice, or just like something you would tell them, a reason why they should start?
Like, you gotta, I would say, look where you at right now. If you're not where you at right now, then, you know, push forward with your dreams. You know, you like picture yourself now where you want to be in like short term, in 2 years, not like long term. You know, you gotta build. There are levels. So I would say, look where you at right now. You know, physically, mentally, financially, and where you want to be in 2 years, and keep building on those years. You understand? So I feel like that would be one thing to do. And also like your the lifestyle you had, like growing up as a child even, cause that what drives me also, the way I grew up. So I would say, look at how you grew up. Do you grew up struggling? Do you grew up, you know, almost having it? You know, like, look at stuff like that and be like, you know what, I don't want to have that for myself or my kids. You know, so I would say do that. That's what drives me. I feel like people should look at it that way too. You know.
I think you kind of made a really good point. For me, I think, you know, a lot of people have a grand goal, like a really big goal, but they don't set steps to get there.
Right.
So you got to set those short-term goals as well that's going to get you to your long-term goal. So it's really sitting down, asking yourself, what do I want? Like, what do I or you know? Ask yourself that. What do you want? Not what does my parents want, not what does my boyfriend want, not what does, I don't know, my teachers want. You know, you have to see for yourself, really do some reflection on what do I want? How do I want to design my life? Do I want to work with people, without people, you know? So it's just like I feel like society kind of puts pressure on us to settle, in a sense. To do the normal thing, to go to school, get a job, retire. I feel like this day and age, a lot of people are breaking kind of out of that idea.
Oh, 100%.
So, yeah, go to school. Absolutely go to school. Get your education, but follow your dreams as well. Incorporate your dreams. You don't have to. I gave the example of Steve Harvey, for example. He has so many different streams of income. He has so many different shows. He's living a very busy life, but the kind of life that he wants to live.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have to be a one-person story. That doesn't have to be just a Steve Harvey story or a Steve Jobs story or a Tyra Banks story. It doesn't have to be. It can be yours as well, but you kind of just really have to spend that time with yourself and really think outside of the box. How am I gonna get to that goal? If my goal is, hey, I do wanna actually work in the office, but at the same time, I wanna be doing my own thing, so then do that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely gonna piggyback on what you said about Tyler Perry. Wait, was it Tyler Perry? You said Steve Harvey, but I'm sorry, I got confused. But Tyler Perry, though, I want to talk about him because he's one guy that shows that if you keep going on what you're doing, you're gonna get there. He had so many shows that nobody showed up. Like me, I've had so many different events where nobody showed up, and he kept doing them and doing them and doing them until he got that thing that just.
The thing is, you have to learn from each experience that you have. Take into what worked and what didn't work, and write it down.
And that's true. And like we're talking here, the only thing that's gonna make us not successful is when the day we decide to stop doing this. Like if you never decide to stop whatever you're doing, then at some point it's gonna like break through, and you just have to have that resilience. Hey, what's your social media channel that they can follow you on?
Absolutely. My social media, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram at The Makeup Ali. So THE Makeup Ali ALI.
Muhammad Ali.
Hey, the greatest. Let's go.
You should have your thing with you. And you can find me on Instagram at Global Fit, GLOBAL FITT, and on Facebook, Iron Man White with a Y, WHYTE.
And if you don't mind, it's at CEO Ambitionist. So that's great.
I was gonna say, if you guys don't want to get married, you know, feel free. Makeup
Absolutely.
Ali, Global Fit, you know.
Absolutely.
All right, so
let us know.
We're about the interview, so we could go ahead and do what we need to do with you guys. However, I'm gonna ask you guys to just give some more information about your business and everything towards the camera, and yeah, and just go ahead and spill it out. Everything you want to say.
Yeah, just kind of what Leroy said. If you know anybody getting married, if it's you getting married, definitely come follow me, follow Leroy, get in our inbox, give us a call. We have all our information on our social media, and like we said, the name of the program is Dream Bride Beauty and Body Transformation. Definitely get prepared for your wedding and walk down the aisle as your greatest version of yourself, your beauty on point, your skin on point, your fitness on point, everything on point. Walk down the aisle like you want to be, and walk down the aisle with a better connection with your husband. Let's do it, y'all.
Great. Well, I really appreciate you guys for coming here on my show. It was a pleasure having you guys. I wish you guys great luck. Not great luck. You guys I don't believe in luck. Just keep on working hard on your dreams and make it happen. And I'll see you guys at the top.
Hey.
See you guys at the top. Thank you so much. No problem. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video, and tune into the Unlimited Power Show. We post on YouTube every Tuesday, so be on the lookout for this show. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful and blessed day. We're gonna get going. Remember, you have unlimited power within you, but only you can release it. And until you do that, the world will forever miss your gifts, your talents, and all the great things you have to offer. Thank you so much for watching.